Almost a full 6 months after the rest of the world, Nvidia have finally decided to bring the 2019 versions of their extremely popular Shield TV lineup to Australia. Now I say lineup because the new late 2019 models come in two varieties. The Shield TV we all know and love will now be known as the Shield TV Pro. Meanwhile, an all-new, smaller, slimmer and far more cylindrical version will take over the base name Shield TV. Both of these include Nvidia's all-new Tegra X1 Plus processor, with the main differences being that the Pro looks the same as the old one, has a little more RAM and USB ports, whereas the all-new Shield TV is a more contemporary and cheaper device, but with the same great features like AI-assisted 4K upscaling, Dolby Vision and Atmos support, and a very, very welcomed redesigned remote. Pulling it out of the box, the first thing you can't help but notice is its unusual shape. We're so used to streaming boxes being these square bricks we sit under our TVs, but the Shield TV's cylindrical appearance is something completely new. At one end, you'll find a HDMI CEC port along with a micro SD slot to expand the unit storage beyond the 8GB included. And then at the other end is a power plug along with a gigabit Ethernet port. It does of course have Wi-Fi, and for those of you wondering, it's 802.11ac. Getting set up is a piece of piss. Plug in the HDMI and power and you are 90% of the way done. Because the Shield is running Android TV, the final steps are logging in with your Google account via your phone and punching in a code to get the unit set up and on your home network. A localized selection of apps are then presented for you to choose from. For the Australians, that includes the likes of ABC iView, 7plus, 9Now, 10Play, SBS On Demand, and Stan. Of course, your regular staples like Netflix, Disney, Amazon, and YouTube are all there too. Really, the only one that isn't there is Apple TV Plus, which I dare say at this point is more of a matter of when rather than if, given its release on other platforms already. Bundled with the new Shield TV is a completely redesigned remote. Triangular in shape, the new remote does away with the minimalism and introduces a selection of important buttons that make the user experience a million times better. Starting from the top, there's a new power button, which if your TV supports it, can control it also. Next to that is a very new button that can be customized to do any action you want. For me, that's setting it to open up Plex, but for you, that could be anything like opening up YouTube Kids. Speaking of app launching buttons, you'll notice that down the bottom there's a dedicated Netflix button. This unfortunately cannot be remapped, but then most of us probably want it anyway, and I'm sure there's someone out there figuring out how to hack it if you really do want to change it to something else. The new remote also doubles as a microphone to interact with the baked-in Google Voice Assistant, and has dedicated buttons for volume instead of the weird touch controls that was on its predecessor. Another great feature is that the buttons on the remote will illuminate at night, which makes it a million times easier to use, as well as there being a really cool remote finder feature that will work next time the thing goes missing down the back of your couch. Good news for those of you with existing Shield TVs too. You'll be able to buy this new remote separately soon, and it's fully compatible with your older 2018 units. The real magic source of the new Shield TV models though is what lies inside of the tube. Nvidia's brand new Tegra X1 Plus processor is 25% faster than the previous version and allows the Shield to support not just 4K Dolby Vision HDR and Dolby Atmos, but introduces a new AI-powered 4K upscaler that's impressive enough in itself to buy a new Shield TV. Nvidia have trained a convolutional neural network to predict the difference between a lower resolution 4K video and that of its 4K version. This AI model is then baked into the processor and can pump out lower res video in 4K that looks so incredibly crisp, many may not even realize that the thing is being upscaled at all. Finally, it wouldn't be a Shield if you couldn't play some games, and they've certainly made it a lot easier to do that now by allowing pretty much any controller on the market to work with it. You can now use your PS4 or Xbox One controller and link it up to play either games streamed from your PC via NVIDIA Game Stream, or with Android titles that you've downloaded directly to the Shield TV. Unfortunately, NVIDIA's GeForce Now game streaming service isn't available in Australia yet, but when it does inevitably arrive, it'll be supported on both versions out of the box. The NVIDIA Shield TV has long stood as the pinnacle of streaming devices in a heavily saturated market. Both of its new versions continue that tradition, but it's the all-new, cheaper cylindrical version that stands out for me. At just $289 Australian, you're getting all of the features of its big brother, like AI-assisted 4K upscaling, Dolby Vision and Atmos support, and that brand new remote at a smaller scale for a far cheaper price tag. But what do you think? Is the all-new NVIDIA Shield TV the Android streaming solution of your dreams? What feature stands out, or is there something missing? Leave a comment and let us know, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the website for more reviews and giveaways at reckoner.com.au.